Back to you, Colonel RSN Singh, strategic expert, also joining us on the broadcast. Colonel Singh, the US claiming that there was an Indian plot to kill the Khalistani separatist Pannun. How do you look at this?
I think, what they call it, five eyes. So the five eyes, I suppose, are an overdrive. But they must realize, and the world knows, that how they created this leverage, this Khalistani leverage against India in collusion with the ISI. And I know, the United States of America should be the last country to claim, to allege this kind of, motivations on India or any other country, because there are any number of assassinations that the CIA has carried out, all over the world. And it started with Mossadegh in Iran. And the declassified documents of the USA clearly say so. So, if this is the kind of warfare they have been indulging in, I don't know. When you have, these kind of elements, Pannu and, Niger types, they are not saints. So they will have any number of enemies within their own community, and for sure within the Khalistani ranks and amongst the Sikhs, there is a clear divide between. Overwhelmingly the Sikhs are, they love India. So those who love India are bound to be at odds with these Khalistani elements for one reason, that they have captured all the Gurudwaras. And the money that is being generated from the Gurudwaras is being used for terrorism. So, this is nothing but an internecine warfare amongst the Khalistani community. Just as you have these criminal gangs operating, from Canada, Lawrence, Vishnoi, etc. You have these Khalistanis. There is no difference between those criminal gangs and these Khalistanis.
In fact, even in this indictment order, it mentions that Pannu is a separatist, and as we all know, he is somebody who has called for violence on several occasions. Colonel Singh, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. More breaking updates coming in as United States claims Indian plot to kill Pannu. Reaction coming in from Justin Trudeau, Canada, saying India needs to take it seriously, and this underscores what we have been saying for a long time. Listen in.
The news coming out of the United States on India. From the month of August onwards, we have been working closely with our American counterparts, with partners around the world, on the very serious allegations that we shared in September. That we believe India was involved, agents of the government of India were involved in the killing of a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil. The news coming out of the United States further underscores what we've been talking about from the very beginning, which is that India needs to take this seriously. The Indian government needs to work with us to ensure that we're getting to the bottom of this.
So, Srinjoy, reaction coming in from the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, saying that these are the allegations that we have been making for a long time. In fact, Canada has been speaking of allegations of killing of Niger, somebody who they also admittedly said that somebody who has been unleashing violence even on Canadian soil.
Well, first of all, as far as this is concerned, this is not Trudeau's business. This is an American matter. It is an Indian matter. It's not a Canadian matter. So why he has to poke his nose in this is something we don't know. He has to explain. As far as this case is concerned, the Pannu case, well, no criminal act has happened. So it's still in court. India has said it will look at the issue. As far as the Niger case is concerned, India has made it clear it is quote unquote absurd. So everything that Trudeau says or will say or has said in the future will actually have an answer. And that is absurd. And that is what the Indian government has said. That what Trudeau did say in Parliament was absurd. And that is the point that India will stay with. That Prime Minister Trudeau's statements were absurd. So as a result, that is the Canadian issue. As far as this Pannun issue is concerned, it is an Indian issue. It's an American issue. India has said it will look into the matter. It has nothing to do with Canada. It has nothing to do with Trudeau.
And it's important to mention that on Niger as well, India has asked for proof, but Canada has not provided any till now. Srinjoy, Batush and Pranesh, thank you for joining us with those details. Top focus here on Times Now. Quick break now. We'll be right back.